MovieWeb.com.
You're a vegetarian, but
Yes.
you just told me that you actually eat human flesh.
Yes. To get into character, I try to eat as much flesh as possible to, train the taste buds.
Now, what's the best thing for getting flesh out of the teeth? Because toothpicks just don't work.
Floss a lot because it's stringy.
Now, that's pretty gross when you're flossing and you flick some human flesh on the mirror. I mean, do you have...
People get a little creeped out by it, but, anything for my craft. Yeah, so seriously, this was a lot of fun. This movie, I never really expected it to be so crazy. The whole thing with actually eating people, I didn't expect to have to actually eat flesh. So they had made these special intestines that were made out of rubber and balloons. So when you bite into them, they explode. It was, a few of the girls that were with me actually got violently ill doing it because it was so real.
Oh.
And to me, it was like, okay, I'm just biting into a balloon. But when you actually get into it, your body, its natural reaction is to swallow when you're chewing.
Oh.
So I swallowed a couple balloons.
Oh, that's
in
bad
this.
too, right?
Yeah.
Because of that dust inside the balloon.
It was actually corn syrup blood. So,
That's-
not real blood, but corn syrup and food dye.
That's disgusting.
It
You
was
made me sick.
gnarly.
So, well, I was going to ask you about your boss is Robert Englund. What is up with his doll collection, and what do you think about grown men who play with army men?
I really didn't. I try to avoid any kind of odd subjects with Jay. But yeah, to each his own. This is kind of that kind of industry where a lot of guys are into dolls and they're into the whole horror movie craziness. And I also have a comic book, so I'm kind of used to that.
Yeah.
The whole nerdy thing. Yeah.
So you
It
don't want to
comes
say
with-
too much about the guys with action figures, because some of your
They pay
audience
my
might
bills.
go, okay, I gotcha. So, well, I was going to ask you about...
I have my own doll, so
Oh, I've
I
seen
think
your
it's
own
great.
doll.
Yeah.
I almost bought one day, and then my girlfriend was like, no, put that doll back.
Oh,
I was like, no, she didn't really. I'm just kidding. But I was going to ask you, now I know you've gone to strip clubs before.
Yes.
What is the craziest thing you've ever seen somebody try to pass off as a tip? Because the funniest thing I saw in this movie is the guy writing the check for $1.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've actually had guys write checks to me because I started my career as a stripper. So, doing this role was pretty easy for me. I just applied all of all the situations that I went through as a stripper. So, I've had some crazy stuff passed off as money. A couple times I danced in Canada, and they have these things called toonies.
Oh, yeah.
Loonies, but we call them toonies. And they'll chuck those at you on stage, and that hurts.
I was going to say, that's got to hurt.
Yeah, so guys
Coins,
out there,
not
no
good.
change. Just bills.
Have you ever had somebody just drop like a big bag of change on the stage?
No, but I don't know. I guess a big bag would be all right.
No. Well,
As long
I mean,
as it
just
was big. I don't want somebody to hit me with a hot bag of nickels or anything, but...